Hi, just going to give you a quick overview of Hootsuite. So in this video, we're going to take a look at boards and streams. So boards are a way of organizing your streams. So I'm just going to create one rather than talking too much. I'll just create one and you can kind of see it. So we might click on new board up here. Okay, and we can rename it afterwards, and it can sort of do a number of things. It can keep track of things like any posts that you've made in any of the various social media accounts that you've connected to Hootsuite, any mentions that are made to your accounts, looking up things like search terms and keywords, hashtags, and you know, all of those. So we'll start off by taking a look at keeping track of your posts and mentions. So we click on get started over here and it'll ask you which of these social networks would you like to use. These are ones that I have created and I've connected to my Hootsuite account. If you don't have this full list here, it means that you haven't connected your accounts through to Hootsuite. I've already done that. And then click on next. And here it's asking me, I have two accounts connected in Instagram. Do I want to connect both of them? That's fine. And again, I have multiple Facebook accounts. Do I want both of them? And a Twitter account and my LinkedIn account. And then I can add to the dashboard. And so here you can see I've got all of my different accounts, and not only can I see them, but I can reply to them. I can actually look at the different bits and pieces in here and see, you know, comment, take a look at the comments, and all of the other actions that you might want to be taking. And as you can see here, I've got my private Instagram account and a business Instagram account, and private Instagram accounts doesn't really let you do a lot, but on the business Instagram pages that you can, you know, comment and you can see any comments that are up there. Now most of these accounts are just demo accounts, so I don't have a lot of activity going on them. And so you've got Facebook and you could see any comments that were going on there, and you can reply to them. So if somebody puts in a comment, you can in one place reply to your Facebook accounts, to your Instagram page, to your Twitter, and not having to, you know, move about to see all the different ones. And so you can see here, this is Twitter, and you know, you can look at different bits and pieces in there as well. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is we'll set up a board that'll keep track of a particular area of interest. So I'm going to click on new board again over here, and I think we'll start with browse all streams. And so here, the first thing you do is you choose the different networks. So this is my Twitter account that's selected at the moment. And you can see when a Twitter account is selected, you've got a number of options. The home feed, mentions, retweets, followers, lists, likes, my tweets, searching and scheduled. And you can see there's quite a few options. But now if we take a look and we go over to, for example, this is a Facebook page. You can see it's not the same. We're missing some of them here. And for example, LinkedIn, that's all I've got available to a private non-page LinkedIn. And here is Instagram personal. And then we've got Instagram business, and we've got slightly more. We can do hashtags and trending hashtags with a business page in Instagram. So I'll start off by doing Twitter. So I have Twitter selected here. So the next thing I'm going to do is choose search. And in here, I can put in a number of different options. So I'm just going to put in Donegal and hiking. Okay, so that might be something that I'm you know, running a business in that area, and I want to keep track of anybody talking about hiking in Donegal. And I can click on search. And you can see it's going to bring up here a stream. Okay, and any time, and you'll notice, for example, the word Donegal has appeared here, and somewhere within here, hiking is also included. And again, it'll take you back. And again, hiking boots and Donegal is also mentioned as well. So it'll bring back any sort of publicly available tweets that are coming to you. And you can then, for example, reply to it, you can retweet it, you can comment directly in there. Other things you can do is you can add a stream, and you can again choose your network here. So this time we'll take a look at maybe doing Instagram. So we'll take an Instagram business page. So we'll select that one there. And you've got a choice. You've really got, you can take a look at trending hashtags or recent hashtags, and they're very similar. The only difference is the order that they're displayed. Recent hashtags are sorted by time, and trending hashtags are sorted by popularity. So the most popular ones will be up the top. So we'll start off with recent hashtags. At the moment, Instagram only allows business accounts to have 28 unique searches per month on a sort of a rolling basis. And so you're only allowed to enter in a single hashtag when you're doing Instagram. So for example, in here, I could type in hashtag hiking. Okay, but that could be hiking from anywhere, and I can click on add stream. But if I just show you now, if I did the same for Twitter, Twitter allows me to have multiple hashtags all in together. So I can click on search, and I can, for example, put in hashtag Donegal space hashtag hiking. And search. And so you can have multiple in Twitter, where you can't actually do that in Instagram currently. So here you can see we've got hashtag Donegal and hashtag hiking. And so on Instagram here, this one here you can see, is not Irish based, and so it's not really that useful that way. So at this point, I would like to sort of maybe move this board around, or I can retype it. So I can move it as well around, just moving it over like that, maybe keep all the Twitter ones together. And so the next thing I might do is to search for my own company name on Twitter or on Instagram. So I'm going to choose my business Instagram account. And so trending hashtags or recent hashtags, and in here I could, for example, type in hashtag LYIT and click on add stream. And again, now if anyone mentions LYIT, and nobody obviously has in the last 24 hours, it would appear in this stream. So, for example, one of the things you can do from Instagram is reshare a post from somebody else's account. So here we're looking at hiking, and I could, for example, reshare that to my own account. And so here we can put in, this is my business account here, and I can put in any extra text that I want to put in here. And I might just say lovely pictures. Okay, and I might just down here put in hashtag LYIT and post now. Okay, yeah, and it's saying its post is successful, and it'll appear here, but it also should appear. Where is it gone? So here you can see it in here. It should appear. And also, do you remember I asked to see all the recent mentions of LYIT? Because I use the LYIT hashtag, it now is appearing on this stream as well. Okay, so it'll appear here as well as under the LYIT hashtag. Just be aware that each of the different applications will have different options available. So you'll notice here, for example, in the Twitter ones, they have a search or a filter by option. And so, for example, I could add in something else in here. So, for example, I could say Camino. It was something I also wanted to add into it. And now only any posts that had the word Camino in it could be included. And I can click out of that again. So that's available on Twitter. But if I scroll over and take a look at the Instagram, you'll notice that little search or filter by option is not available. Okay, so depending on the application you're using, different options will be available. So if we go down and take a look at the Facebook page, my posts, any mentions of you. So we could, for example, take a look at mentions. And there's no mentions of this at the moment, and so there's nothing coming up, and messages or any activity, and you can also take a look at any scheduled posts as well. So just to sort of remind you then, we put all of this on a new board here, and we could actually just rename it, and we could say search or monitor, maybe monitor might be better, Donegal and hiking, spelled correctly. And so you can just kind of keep it together. So that might be a topic that you would kind of want to keep on top of. And every time you click in here, this will update. And so, for example, here's all of my Twitter, different bits and pieces that I was looking at. And now when I want to keep on top of this topic, I can just click down on this one here. And it's looking at both Twitter and, for example, at the moment, Instagram, and then we've got a random Facebook one in there as well. But we could sort of, organize it and decide, well, really, what are the areas I want to keep track of, and what exactly do I want to monitor. Okay, I think we'll leave it at that.